Okay guys, I'm going to make another video today. It's addressing why I don't like shows like The Project anymore or stuff like that. I don't mind, I used to love watching, shows like that, but The Project really isn't really that good of a show at all, and it shouldn't really be on there. They've got a leftist agenda, and the media is very biased these days with what they say, and there's a lot of comedians on there that don't really, understand the news properly. They think that they're journalists, but they're not. They put people on there like comedians like Peter Hellier and stuff like that, who aren't journalists, who don't have a degree in journalism, who don't understand what they're talking about most of the time. I mean, Sky News don't like The Project whatsoever. They always pay him out all the time, and Media Watch don't like him at all. They don't like waleed at all. He's one of the hosts of the show, the main show. This show was made by, John Rove McManus, of course, a comedian, Australian comedian. Yeah, so I don't really like the people on that show. It's not a very good show, and they've got a leftist hidden agenda on that show, and yeah, they're not good. They're not good to watch. I'm also boycotting watching The Bachelor and The Bachelorette at the moment, because I don't get to go on shows like that at all. People, the producers on that sort of show don't like me for some reason. They don't look at my profile or look at thousands of people at the time, and they don't pick me because I don't get to go on shows like, Bachelor in Paradise or The Bachelorette. Even though they put really attractive, types on there that I'm into and stuff like that, intellectual ones as well. But, I never get to meet those sort of women at all, and I'm not really attractive, so I'm not in, the top bracket of attractiveness in Australia, or in their standards, basically. Which I think is discriminative as well. That's probably why the main reasons I don't get picked for, Married at First Sight or anything like that. There you are. Even though I applied for those shows many times, and I'm single, 31, and a virgin, and I'm married, and I come from a Catholic-based faith as well. As a Christian, I was baptised as Catholic, as Roman Catholic. And even though I don't really attend Mass or go to church very often, so I thought Angie Kent was really good on there as Bachelorette, and she goes for, the top percentage of those, attractive idiots all the time, She doesn't like anybody that's, like me, who are intellectual and, highly intelligent and, cultured and classy like Fraser Crane. She doesn't like guys like that, I don't think. And I don't think she would ever find me attractive, even though if I ever did go after her, she'd just tell me to, F off and basically all that sort of stuff. Even though I've applied for that show multiple times, The Bachelor and Bachelorette, I never get on those sort of shows. I've applied for Married at First Sight for the last, 5-6 years, or 7 years now. I never got on that show, after all this, the 7 seasons of it. I applied for season 8, and I don't think that's going to happen either because of the coronavirus. I mean, they would have been in production by now. They never called me, so, yep. There's other ways of getting on, and most of the women that go on those shows are attractive and aren't my types, but I just never get to go out with those sort of women at all. Some of them are just looking for fame, and that's about it. Some of them don't have the great intelligence that I'm after either. But yeah, I don't really like shows like that anymore. I stand to boycott them because I'm never going to get on those sort of shows. They don't really find me attractive, and stuff like that. They just aren't the right shows to get into, or the right shows to watch, because I'm not going to get on those sort of shows. But I do like applying for them, stuff like that as well. Oh well, anything can happen in the future, so